Both our people and the world should know that the party that seeks to perpetuate tension and inflame the situation in our region, especially in relation to the Islamic Republic of Iran, is the United States, not Iran. Days after violent protests rocked the country, Iran is now cracking the whip on alleged operatives, signaling a broader crackdown beyond street-level arrests. Iran's Ministry of Intelligence says it has busted an alleged terror cell that provoked unrest, framing the protests as a security threat rather than a political movement. Officials claim more than 300 key operatives and ringleaders linked to foreign-backed protests have been arrested, in what Tehran describes as a coordinated sweep. Iran says public tip-offs and information helped security forces track and capture armed groups allegedly operating behind the protests, suggesting a hotline-driven crackdown. According to Iranian authorities, members of the alleged cell carried out armed attacks on a police station, escalating the events from protest to insurgent violence. Iran also accused foreign-linked operatives of using military-grade weapons and firing at personnel, reinforcing its claim that outside actors were involved. On January 16, Iran alleged it seized 60,000 weapons bound for Tehran that were linked to what it called a Mossad trained cell. Iran's Law Enforcement Command claimed that 60,000 were found with rioters in Bushehr, presenting the seizure as a major interdiction. Iran's intelligence ministry also said one of the main cells behind the violent protests had been dismantled, portraying the arrests as a turning point. Iranian media claimed the alleged terror cell was trained by Mossad using advanced warfare methods, tying street violence to foreign intelligence activity. The cell was allegedly tasked with exploiting anti-government sentiment to trigger riots, turning genuine anger into organized chaos, according to Iran's narrative. Tasnim reported the group received urban weapons, moved through Tehran, and fired on residents, describing actions that go beyond clashes with police. Press TV said alleged images of the gang showed members carrying AK-47 rifles and shotguns in Tehran, presenting visuals as evidence of armed organization. These revelations come as Iran has repeatedly blamed the US and Israel for triggering riots, using the arrests to reinforce its foreign interference claims. Former US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has previously claimed on X that Mossad agents were inside Iran, a statement Tehran often cites in its accusations. Iranian commentary has also pointed to a Mossad-linked X post that urged Iranians to take to the streets and pledged allegiance, describing it as incitement. On January 18, Iran's foreign ministry spokesman directly blamed America for inciting violence, escalating the accusation to an official diplomatic charge. Spokesman Ismail Baghai claimed provoking conflict in the Middle East is part of US foreign policy, portraying Washington as a driver of regional instability. The United States is responsible for the current tensions. Escalation has now become part of the nature of US policy. It is not Iran that deploys its military from the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Mexico and the border of the US. It is not Iran that interferes in the internal affairs of the United States. It is the United States that, under various pretexts, continues to pursue its interventionist policies toward Iran and other countries in the region. Whenever it speaks of diplomacy, it in fact means imposing its will and dictating terms.